Alright, what's good with y'all niggas, bruh? It's Don Coolio coming at y'all with another video. So basically in this video, we finna be talking about Xenoverse 2, I guess, versus Sparking Zero. Now y'all gonna see me in the background talking. I'm basically just talking over, this is from an old video, basically, so don't even worry about me talking. I just got the gameplay going for y'all in the background. It's gonna switch from Xenoverse 2 to Sparking Zero, and this is gonna keep doing that throughout the whole video. So yeah, though, so I'm gonna be real. As y'all see by the title, it should be called Xenoverse 2 is a better game than Sparking Zero, right? Now, let me preface this by saying, when I say a better game, I mean the complete repertoire, you feel me? And when, you know what I'm saying, I gotta go ahead and pull out the big word for y'all, the complete repertoire, you feel me? So, when I say that, I mean like when you take everything into account about Xenoverse as a game and Sparking Zero as a game, I think Xenoverse is better. However, I will say this as well. I think Sparking Zero is a better fighting game. Like, Sparking Zero, in my opinion, is almost like if you got a 2D fighter and just completely made it into an arena fighter. You can block high, block mid, and block low. Like, that should tell you everything you need to know. Everything is based off time, and it's a very much a better fighting game. And it's not even close. It's not even close. Like, but the crazy thing is, Sparking Zero isn't a crazy good fighting game in general. But Xenoverse is nowhere near as good of a fighting game as Sparking Zero. So in terms of like fighting wise, Sparking Zero has Xenoverse cooked. But let's think about it like this, right? When I say a better game, what goes into this is like, you know, not just graphics, because graphics, Sparking Zero got that as well. But goes into gameplay, replayability, what else is there? Like how much stuff you can do in the game. Like how much different stuff can you do in the game to keep the game fun? How good would the longevity of this game be? And I think that Xenoverse is honestly, in just those terms of like what it means to be a game, I think that Xenoverse 2 is a better game than Sparking Zero. It's a better game. Sparking Zero does not have any replayability. The only thing you can get on Sparking Zero and do is get on ranked or get on quick match. That is it. You're not doing anything else. If you're going and making custom battles every day, that's a problem. I'm not going to say why that's a problem, but that's a fucking problem, right? Because Sparking Zero, they made the game to be an online game. They didn't care about any of that single player shit, or not single player. Well, yeah, single player. They didn't care about that shit. They really wanted, they didn't even have split screen at first. This game was essentially just supposed to be an online feature game, right? So yeah, I think that Xenoverse is a better all-around game. And honestly, even when it comes to like Xenoverse being a fighting game, I think that it is a certain few things that, you know, I could see somebody saying that they did better than Sparking Zero. Like, for example, the fact that there's a designated way to get out of every single combo, and it just takes what's it called? It takes up your stamina, like, in your stamina bar is separate from your key bar. You know, I think that's a pretty good thing. And then on top of that, you have moves in the game that don't require like perfect timing, like parries, you know, stuff like that. You know, I think that, in my honest opinion, I think that that's something. I had a homeboy, like he picked up Sparking Zero the first day it came out. He deleted it the first day it came out because he got in a combo against somebody and they just was giving him back shots, pause. Like, he couldn't get out of the combo and it was just too difficult for him to do it. He didn't understand the game either, so I mean, I can't blame him. But looking back on it, he was completely right about the game. Not because of the back shots, but just because of how the state of the game and how it came out. Like, it's just ridiculous. If I'm gonna be real, online, both of these games are probably garbage. You know, just due to the people that play them. Like, all people do is just get online and just spam shit and just play weird as shit. And that goes for Xenoverse 2 and Sparking Zero. That is something that is, you know, aligned with both of these games. That's something that they have in common. But 10 years from now, right? Matter of fact, let's say 10 years from now, I said 10 years from now, which game do you think is still going to be getting played? You know? And if you want to say Sparking Zero, fine. Well, let's say Xenoverse 3 released today and Sparking Zero released like 3 or 4 months from now or before, right? Which game do you think is going to be getting played 10 years from now still? I can 100% guarantee you it'll be Xenoverse 3. Xenoverse 2 is still getting played to this day, and that came out almost 10 years ago. It's still getting played to this day. You know? And even before Sparking Zero came out, they still updating the game to this day. The DLC drops on that game are, in my opinion, a lot better than the one that has dropped on Sparking Zero. We got a whole new map. Like, you get maps on certain ones on Xenoverse. They don't cost as much as the Sparking Zero one that costed. I don't think the Sparking Zero DLC should have costed basically $20. That was crazy. But let me get off that though. We talking about just the gameplay and just how these games are as two separate games. What does Sparking Zero have over Xenoverse? Sparking Zero has graphics. It has just the fact that it is a better fighting game. But if you can tell me something else besides those two things, please let me know. There is nothing aside from those two things that Sparking Zero has over Xenoverse. Sparking Zero tried to incorporate a raid boss. Xenoverse been doing raid bosses since 2017, around there. Been doing raid bosses since then. And guess what? They've been, ever since they started doing, they done did it better than Sparking Zero has done it. And Sparking Zero, it should be, you would think that Sparking Zero would take notes from Xenoverse and be like, oh, well, I see this is what people like on Xenoverse. Let me just basically do that on Sparking Zero. Let me put outfits on there. When you get on Xenoverse and they have raid bosses, you're not just getting, cool little cosmetics. You're getting shit you can use in battle. You're getting, obviously, like I said, the cosmetics, you're getting accessories. You're getting moves sometimes. You're getting outfits. So you're getting all this different shit that actually make you want to play it. On Sparking Zero, you're not getting that. You're getting fucking banners. You're getting banners. So, like I said, bro, just off that alone, it's a better game. Like, the longevity of Sparking Zero will not last. I'm almost positive, give it a few years, Xenoverse 2 will still be getting played, more than Sparking Zero. I can guarantee it. The only niggas that's gonna be playing Sparking Zero will be niggas like me and other YouTubers, and maybe a nigga like Grandmaster Hawk, and that's just because he predicated his channel off of fucking Tenkaichi 3 and has been playing that for years. So of course he gonna still be playing it. But other than that, bro, niggas not finna be playing this game, bro. Like, no. No, I think people are gonna be playing, niggas still probably gonna be playing Tenkaichi 3. If I'm being real, over this game. But aside from just like I said, the raid bosses, like I said, what else does Sparking Zero do better? What does Sparking Zero do better than Xenoverse 2? Y'all let me know. Because it was a lot of people, and I was one of the people that whenever Sparking Zero came out, I was like, bro, fuck Xenoverse. Fuck Xenoverse, bro. But looking back on it, man, Xenoverse is really that game. But that shit really held niggas over till Sparking Zero. And it's still holding niggas over now. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause Sparking Zero is finna fall off. This is Sparking Zero is only being held up by its DLC. That's it. If it didn't, I can put it like this. Let all the DLC for Sparking Zero drop tonight. And then let's fast forward 6 months. The game will be dead. You know what I'm saying? Xenoverse is still going to be being played in 6. It's going to have more people on it in 6 months. I'm sorry. Like, it's going to be more people on Xenoverse. It's just too much shit to do on there, bro. It's too much shit. I'm not saying, like, when I say Xenoverse is a better game, the mechanics on Xenoverse might not even just be as good as Sparking Zero. Right? But like I'm saying, bro, Xenoverse just has so much replayability that it's just impossible to compete with, bro. Xenoverse, in terms of just game-wise, bro, Xenoverse might just be the best, like, I can't say it's the best Dragon Ball game. I can't say that, because I still ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of shit to do on Tenkaichi 3 and Raging Blast 2. Like, I wouldn't even put Xenoverse above them two games. But it's like, it's so much, it's just too little shit to do on Sparking Zero. They put too much emphasis on the online play. That was their problem. They should have never did that. That should have been an afterthought. And when I say it should have been an afterthought, I mean it shouldn't have been like the main thing. Like, they made this shit too much about online, bro. In the old games, it had online, but that wasn't the main thing. So you could play online, but majority of the times you're not finna be playing online. You're gonna be playing with your homeboys. You're gonna be doing certain single player shit to unlock certain things. You gotta, on Xenoverse, you have to play the game to unlock characters. To get Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta and Gogeta, you have to play certain parallel quests, play through the story. It's new additions to the story every DLC. And sometimes not even with the DLC, sometimes they just update the game and just add a new fucking story, right? It's too much to do on that game, bro. It's too much to do. That game will never die, and it never will have a reason to. They constantly changing the raid battles. They constantly changing this. They constantly changing that. They constantly adding new shit. Every other month you're gonna see something new on Xenoverse. It's not gonna be like that with Sparking Zero. It's only gonna be DLC, and it's just gonna be straight like that. It's gonna have the same problem that Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections have. The game is basically relying on DLC and only DLC. It's not relying on shit else, because they predicated these games to only be played online. And These games are fighting games. However, they're not that good of fighting games. When you're dropping games that are only supposed to be fighting games, you know, you're not making them to be the best video games, right? You're not making them for longevity. You're making them to be fighting games. And then when they pale in comparison to the other real fighters, like the 2D fighters, and people don't want to play them because it's shit that's going on these games that don't make sense. Now it's like nobody's going to play this game because you didn't think about the single player. You didn't think about all this other stuff, all these other ways you can have people play your game. You feel me? That's what Xenoverse did. Xenoverse, like you saying right here, I'm beating this nigga ass, you feel me? Xenoverse has made it to where niggas are going to keep coming back playing this game because there's new shit coming out every other month. If not every month, if not every other week, they're changing the raid battle. To this day, you know what I'm saying? It's shit I could have missed out on, you feel me? To this day that will never come back. All because I didn't play it at a specific time. And that right there is what makes the game's replayability a lot better. Always, bro. The fact that, like, even with all the fucking parallel quests in the game, bro, like, Xenoverse 2 just did a lot more stuff, and a lot better when it came to their game in general than Spark and Zero did. Spark and Zero, like, I ain't even played the story. But from what I heard about the story, bro, a lot of people saying the story was lackluster. They said the story had what if mode, like the what ifs in the story was only like a few good ones, you know? The other ones was garbage. And apparently it was too easy to even get to the fucking what ifs. And let's compare this to Xenoverse, where basically almost every parallel quest on there is damn near a what if. And in every single parallel quest, they make it to where it's a what if inside the fucking parallel quest. You could get the regular finish, or you could get the ultimate finish where you basically have to do something special. And this is in every single parallel quest. Every single parallel quest, bro. It's not just specific. Every single parallel quest has basically its own what if mode, you know, or what if like scenario towards the end that you have to do, or that you don't have to do. It's optional. But it's the same thing like with Spark and Zero, you feel me? Like where, you know, you do a certain, you know, you have to basically do a certain thing to unlock the what if. But like I said, bro, it's just so much stuff. And that's not to say that Spark and Zero is a terrible game. It's not to say that. But it's just not the same way in how Xenoverse is not fucking with Spark and Zero when it comes to it being a fighting game. It's the same way how Spark and Zero is not fucking with Xenoverse when it comes to just being a video game in general. And I know this sounds crazy saying, but like there's a difference from a game being a good fighting game than it being a good like a great video game in general, right? Like, for example, bro, you could say that Steph Curry and LeBron both are hooper. They both play basketball, right? But Steph Curry is like way better of a shooter. Man, fuck Steph Curry. We could say Klay Thompson. We could say, okay, Klay Thompson and LeBron are two great basketball players, right? They two great basketball players. Which one shoot better? Klay Thompson, right? But his whole role on the team is to be a shooter. And he's a great shooter. But LeBron, even though he's not as good a shooter as Klay Thompson, he has better longevity. He's a better player. He do everything else better. So what is that like saying? He's the better player, you know? That's what I'm saying about Xenoverse. It basically does, like, the only thing I say, like I said, Spark and Zero got over Xenoverse is graphics and you know, just in terms of being a fighting game in general, just fighting mechanics. I think that Spark and Zero clears those almost like insanely quickly. Like it's not even a competition with those. But I can say with everything else on Xenoverse, it's basically that same thing. Everything else, longevity, game, you know what I'm saying, things to do in the game, you know. And I mean, it's just a lot that just even goes into those two things. Cause like, bro, the fact that on Xenoverse, you can make multiple different characters that are different races, go through the story multiple times with these characters, play through parallel quests with these characters, train with all these different characters to unlock stuff. So it actually gives you a reason to play the game, unlock transformations. You had to do certain things to unlock those transformations. You have to play the game. You have to play the game. It makes you want to play the game. There is nothing on Spark and Zero that makes you want to play. The only reason people play the game is to like play online and play ranked because you actually get something for hit ranked, but it's really not shit. All you get is an emblem by your name so people can see you're a Z rank or a S1 or something. So it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. You actually getting shit on Xenoverse. And the crazy thing is you can play ranked on Xenoverse and it actually shows a leaderboard on there. It just get reset every week. But I mean, you could basically do the same thing because I mean, shit, people can see how much TP you got on Xenoverse. So I mean, like, fuck, who cares, you know? It's both, or it's a rank mode, you know? So it's just like, bro, like, it's just so much more to do on it's so much more to do on Xenoverse than it is on Spark and Zero. It's almost like it's almost like disturbing to compare them as games because it's like it's not even fair. And like I know it's crazy because it's like, man, Spark and Zero, in a sense, it almost just came out. You know, they could add certain stuff, but Xenoverse did not come out in this crazy of a fashion. Xenoverse came out as a full game. You know, they had DLC and stuff, but it came out as a fully capable game. Spark and Zero did not come out as a fully capable game, and I don't see it being a fully capable video game for the foreseeable future. The game is too predicated to be played online. They already barely have any fucking maps, you know. What else are they gonna add? Because all that shit from Tenkaichi 3, they not adding all that shit. That was shit that was supposed to be in the base game. I highly doubt they finna add that shit, bro. I highly doubt it. They probably keep on doing these little raid quests and keep on giving boo-boo ass rewards. It's just like, bro, you niggas had the blueprint with Xenoverse. So how do you fuck this up? But that's just my opinion, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think about everything I'm saying in the comments. I just genuinely, and it's a crazy take because, like I said, when the game first, the only reason I even played Xenoverse was because I wanted to play Tenkaichi 3. I wanted to play like the newest versions of them games. I wanted to play Arena Fighter that reminded me of them games, but I couldn't find it. And now I finally have it, and I'm disappointed. You know, I realize now after growing up and realizing that, you know, maybe it was nostalgia. You know, this game making me feel like it was just nostalgia. Which game do I like more? I like Spark and Zero more, 100%. But that doesn't mean I have to be biased. I understand that Xenoverse is definitely a better game. And it's not even close. Y'all let me know what y'all think about in the comments. Xenoverse has done everything better except for graphics and just like in terms of it being a fighting game. Xenoverse was never meant to, I mean, because any Dragon Ball game is going to be a fighting game because it's a, Dragon Ball is a fighting anime. That's literally what Dragon Ball is predicated around. So it's going to have fighting in it. However, Xenoverse is a game that's really primarily about, you know, making your own character, a character customization type of thing, right? And so obviously it's going to take the cake in that, but it takes the cake in so much other shit because it's not just character customization. Like, you can change your character. My nigga, you get so many outfits that you can wear for Goku, Vegeta, so many different things, like all these, you know, just, you can go to the shop and get the Sab jackets for Goku and Vegeta, just the End of Z outfits for Goku and Vegeta, all this different shit, bro. It's too much shit in there. You can change the colors of their outfits. You can change the colors of these niggas' outfits like with ease, bro. It don't even take much to do it, you know? A simple thing like that is what I'm saying. It's just so much. And this is, like I said, this is not to your actual character. This is to Goku, Vegeta, and any other character. Whis, Beerus, you can change the colors of their outfits. You can change their movesets. You can literally change their movesets, bro. You know? It's just like, bro, this is simple shit that should have been in Spark and Zero. It's simple shit, bro. They promised that Spark and Zero, they promised they was going to give us aura changes. Where the fuck are the aura changes at? Where's you can't change the color of your aura. The only thing they gave us was the little V-jump shit. You feel me? That was supposed to be a big selling point, was the fact that you could change the color of your aura. You could change Broly aura to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku aura to fucking Zamasu or some shit. You feel me? You could do that, but they don't have it. You could do that in all the past Tenkaichi games, but you can't do that on here. It's just a lackluster game, man. It's just me being honest. It's just very lackluster. There's no reason that it's shit in older versions of this game that's not in this game. Everything that was in Xenoverse 1 was in Xenoverse 2. You feel me? That's where video games fuck up. They make new versions of certain games and they don't include the stuff that was in the older games that people loved. You know, they try to put their own little flair on it whenever it's like, bro, just do what the fuck people liked before, because they will still like that same shit. And then you can also add on new shit, but just make sure you're still doing the same shit that you was doing before. Have the same shit on there that was on there before. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about all my points. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and Don Coolio out, bro.